Hi everyone, Renee here. Welcome to this week's Pick a Card reading. This reading is for the week of December 11th, 2022. You know what to do. Choose a card. You can look below at the timestamps and fast forward to your reading. Which card do you feel drawn to right now? Is it card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? Make your choice, and I hope you have a great week. Hello, Group 1. Let's see what your first card is for this week. Your animals in spirit are safe and well and showering you with their love. So if you have lost a pet, especially if you've lost a pet recently, then your angels want you to know that your animals are safe and well and they're around you and they send you love. So let's dive into the tarot. I'm using the winter weight because it is December. That's when I break out my winter decks, my angel decks, in lieu of the holidays. So let's see what's in store for Group 1. So we have the Fool coming out first, the Chariot, the 3 of Coins, the 5 of Cups, and the 6 of Wands. Or I'm sorry, 7 of Wands. All right, let me take a look here. All right, taking a risk or a chance. Let's see what this has to do with this first card here. Wow, Ace of Cups. All right, so yeah, essentially these first 4 cards have everything to do with moving forward in a relationship, Group 1, especially with the Ace of Cups next to that 2 of Cups. Then we have the Fool, which means taking a chance or a risk on love. And then the Chariot's all about moving forward to the next stage, the next step of the relationship. If you're not in a relationship, then this is saying, hey, take some chances, take some risks. Obviously, within reason. Maybe, get out, date again if you haven't been dating at all. Maybe it's time to try to meet new people. And you could be meeting somebody special right now. But again, if you're in a relationship, this is definitely moving to the next level. For some of you, it could mean I love you, being shared. The words I love you being shared. For others of you, it could mean, moving in together or getting engaged or talking about a future, anything like that. But it's very, very positive. We have the 3 of Coins coming up next. Let's see what that's all about. Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. Interesting. So yeah, this can allude to, excuse me, this partnership we're talking about. And you can see they're looking at each other, so they really are partners. They're getting along very well. They could both be fire signs or have fire, sun, or moon signs. One of them could be you. And then the 3 of Coins is all about teamwork, working together. So I feel for most of you, this does have to do with the relationship I mentioned earlier. But for some of you, it could be a creative partnership because the 3 of Coins can be work and then Wands can be creative. Or someone that you are partnering up with to study with for school or college or training or something like that. But you're definitely on an even keel. You're definitely giving each other an equal amount of give and take, right? You're maybe even learning from each other and teaching each other. But essentially you're working together. Now we have the 5 of Cups here, which is a little bit of an upset, a disappointment. Let's see what this has to do with. I feel like for some of you, this has to do with money. There was an unforeseen expense in the more recent past. That's probably true for some of you. For others of you, this has to do with maybe someone cheating you out of money, someone being very sneaky with money. Maybe you were underpaid or you were not paid for a job well done. There's a little bit of a loss here, but it's not devastating. We still have 2 cups standing. 3 are down, 2 are still standing. But with the Queen of Pentacles, so that could be you with the money. Maybe you're trying to work your way out of debt. That's a possibility too. And maybe this partnership has to do with work or a creative endeavor where you are trying to work yourself out of debt or a situation similar to that. But it's definitely an upset about money, but something which I feel probably improves over time. And we've got this Seven of Wands next, which means, fighting for what you believe in, or, fighting to work towards a goal. All right, we have death on top of that. And the Ten of Swords. So for some of you, this has to do with depression, fighting against depression. Maybe you get, SAD, seasonal affective disorder, right? Maybe you get depressed in the winter and you're fighting against that right now. I do feel like things will improve. We have the Queen of Swords here, looking like away from those problems, kind of working past the problems and now moving forward. So that's kind of representing you, okay? Being independent, being very fierce and strong and confident. And also swords are mental. So it could mean just being mentally balanced. So I would say to you, if you struggle with seasonal affective disorder or depression or anything, especially if it's in the winter and it's seasonal, see your therapist, see your doctor, get some professional advice. And I do see you coming out of this, okay? It's not gonna break you down or bring you down completely. You are coming out of it strong, possibly stronger, but not without a little bit of work with this card, right? Not without a little bit of a fight, a little bit of a struggle, a little bit of work. Whether that work entails, verbal therapy or medications or herbal remedies or a change in diet or lifestyle, whatever you need to do to feel better. If you do that, the message here is that you will feel better, okay? So let's see what else I can tell you, Group 1. We have the Tower. There's a Tower moment. What is that about? Leaving something behind. Okay. What I feel here is that there are fears creeping in. I feel like these are mostly mental for you. There's a fear of the unknown. There's a fear of moving forward in some area of your life. You are afraid of losing balance, and it could be financial. This could mean you're afraid to change jobs. You're afraid to apply for certain jobs. Some of you, this is a fear of moving or relocating, buying your first home, or moving out on your own because you're not sure if you can manage well alone, all right? The Knight of Swords is here to tell you, be brave, be bold, okay? If you feel in your heart you're ready for this change, then go ahead and go for it, because balance will be restored eventually. Obviously, change is never easy. It's always difficult. It doesn't matter what the change is, even if it's a welcome change. Change can be very difficult for most people. But know that at the end of it, at the end of the transition, at the end of leaving whatever it is behind that no longer serves you, you will come out the better for incorporating this change into your life. I hope that makes a little bit of sense. Now, what I want you to do now is ask a yes or no question, because I'm going to draw an Angel Answers card. So think of a yes or no question. If you need to pause the video, go ahead and do that. And I'm going to draw a card that will give you some kind of an answer. It might not be a yes or no, but it'll be an answer. All right, so the answer to your question is success, Group 1. Success. I love that. So that is, of course, a yes. I hope this helps you, and I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, Group 2. How are you? Here is your first card. Like an eagle, it is your time to soar. Do not fear that you will fall, okay? Do not fear that you will fall, Group 2. Time to soar. Let's see what the tarot can tell us about your week. All right, so we have the Four of Cups, We have the Hanged Man, the Six of Wands, the Tower, and the Eight of Cups. Okay, group 2. So let's see. The Four of Cups. Okay, there we go. Here we go. So what I'm getting with these cards is that you're waiting for some kind of an offer or proposal, something like that. And the message here is to maybe not take the first one. Okay, so if it's a job offer, maybe don't take the first one. Of course, you need to follow your own instincts. Keep moving forward because there is a better offer coming along. And then you are choosing it with, well, nearly 100% certainty, if that makes any sense at all. I mean, essentially, this is if you're waiting for an offer or you're making an offer or something like that. It can be buying a new home, leasing an apartment, a new car, or it doesn't even have to be new. Or like I said before, it could be applying for jobs, that type of thing. It's kind of saying the first one's not the one to go with, essentially, is what we have here. And I am leaning a little bit towards more towards job and or home or purchase of a home or something like that more than anything else. But it really could apply anywhere into your life. So kind of fit it in where it fits in. Don't go with the first opportunity or the first choice is the message here, because there is a better one coming along, okay? But again, you need to trust your own intuition, but that's kind of what the cards are telling us there. We have the Hanged Man here, which is interesting, coming right after that, because it can mean kind of waiting around for, this can be like Knight in Shining Armor or Prince Charming, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It can be an offer or an opportunity, like waiting for the right one. But for most of you, I feel like these two cards are talking about taking your time to make a choice, okay? So whatever this is, could be the same thing as this, could be something totally different. Maybe there's just a few important decisions you have to make this week. But weigh all the pros and cons, see things from all perspectives, okay? It's kind of the message here from the Hanged Man. And then go in full force with confidence. Also, there's a lot of air energy here, so you probably have Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini prevalent in your chart. Let me know in the comments if you do. So there's something coming in that's worth your effort, all right? We have victory, we have esteem here, definitely, oh my gosh. There's esteem. You are the leader, you're the CEO, you're the one in charge of this new project or product, service, or creative endeavor. So it's definitely a big week of decisions, choices, and opportunities when it comes to work, career, schooling, and creative endeavors, especially group 2, okay? Fantastic so far. The Tower brings abrupt change, sometimes unforeseen change. There are quarrels, there is some loss in your relationship. So whoever is your person right now, your lover, your loved one, there are some problems coming along. Might not be completely worked out this week. I'm going to give you a little bit of a heads up on that. It doesn't look like it's going to escalate from this moment. This moment happens, and then it might kind of dissipate very slowly over time. But I do feel intuitively that it's something that's very important to you. So, you know, you might want to just stick to your guns in this situation. You might not want to bend too much. Like if you know you're in the right, then stay in the right. You know what I mean? We do have the leaving a situation next with the Eight of Cups. But that has to do with money. So you're moving towards whatever's more financially advantageous for you is what this is all about, okay? But also coins are everything to do with what is going on in your normal day-to-day life here on the earth plane. So maybe you're in a relationship that gets really ugly, and for some of you, now a few of you, this is going to be a turning point, and this might be you actually finally like leaving the situation or the relationship. You're done, you're ready to move on and get grounded and get rooted in a new home, a new place with a new person, or just on your own. Try to stand on your own 2 feet. That's a possibility. It's kind of echoing from the Queen of Swords here, which is the most independent queen. So for some of you, this is all good as far as career moves go and money. Relationships, maybe not so good, but maybe you're moving towards something better. That's highly possible, group 2. Again, trust your own intuition. It's going to be different for all of you. Let's see what else I can tell you. So we have the Nine of Swords. There's some anxiety there. There's some worry. Yeah, with the 2. It's the relationship that you're worried about. There was something possibly sneaky happening and you are tuning into it, okay? Group 2. You're intuitively tuning into this other person being a little bit deceptive. Now, I will say that I don't know that it's as bad as you think it is. I really don't think it's as bad as you're imagining it is. I'm just going to give you a hypothetical. You are afraid your partner was cheating because you saw a text message they received or sent from an ex, all right? And of course, your mind goes to that place where, oh my gosh, they're back with so-and-so, they've cheated. I don't think it's gone that far. I think maybe it might not have gone that far. I mean, you trust your own intuition here. You trust your own intuition. But you are right in suspecting that some sneakiness was happening, okay? If you work together, literally, if you work together and have a conversation about this and how this bothers you, that's inappropriate for you, it hurts my feelings that you're texting your ex or that your ex is texting you, please let them know, or just block the whatever you want to do, however you want to put it. If you work together with your person, that could be mending, that could be mended, right? Maybe that's the Tower moment. You caught them doing something a little sneaky. So essentially, group 2 for you, everything else is pretty stellar except for the relationship stuff. There's a little bit of up and down here with the relationship. But you need to trust your own intuition. We've got a couple aces here which kind of tell us that there are some new beginnings around the corner, and they're even accentuated by this Tower moment, which brings destruction of the old, and there's a rebuild happening. All right, group 2, there's a rebuild. And it could be the rebuilding of your relationship. It could be like cleaning the slate, starting over with some trust, okay? And don't forget that it's your turn to soar. It's your time to soar. Don't fear that you will fall or fail, especially in work stuff or creative stuff. So now, ask a yes or no question. You can pause the video if you need to, because I'm going to draw an Angel Answers card for you, group 2. So ask a yes or no question. And this card feels good. You're ready is your answer, group 2. You're ready. I love that for you. So I hope this helps you to navigate through this week, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, group 3. How are you? If you chose this third card, this reading is for you. So your first card is trust in your intuition more. You do have inner sight. Okay, trust your intuition this week, group 3. You have the inner sight, especially this week. Let's see what the tarot can tell us about your week. And we have the Magician, the first card. Great way to start out your week. The Seven of Wands. The Two of Wands. The Four of Cups. And the Nine of Wands. So let's work off of these. The Magician, let's see what that has to do with. Page of Pentacles there. Chariot. Oh my gosh, yes. So for you, Group 3, this is the week of reaching big goals when it comes to career, school, or whatever it is you do for a living. Big goals are being reached. I would say most likely you're getting a raise, you're getting a bonus or a promotion, or you're getting a big pat on the back for a job well done, because big goals are being achieved with this Chariot. And the Page of Pentacles could be bringing you some more money this week. So that's why I say it could be a raise or a promotion or an offer of some sort. But definitely you're at the top of your game this week when it comes to work, school, or career. A couple more wands here. We've got the 7 and the 2. Wow. See, definitely joyous. You have fought for this. So there's really something to celebrate this week for you, Group 2. You've achieved some big goals, okay? Either this week or by the end of December, by the end of the year. For me, the world can mean like the end of the year, the beginning of the new year. But definitely there's a lot of celebrating happening. Things you've worked for, things you have fought for quite some time, Group 3. You are reveling in the success this week. We've got the 2 here. Now you're wondering what to do next. So you've reached this big goal, or maybe a few different big goals, and you're wondering what to do next. Where should I go from here? Work on something new, work on something on your own is a possibility. Doing something on your own for a hobby. But definitely you're a very active person, and we've got 2 8s in a row as well, which kind of tells me, yes, you're very much, if not a workaholic, you're very near a workaholic. You have a very high regard for work, a very strong work ethic. So you're questioning, okay, what can I strive for next? What can I do next? And boom, you're on to the next thing almost immediately. Very busy, but very much reaching some goals before you move into this next project or thing, okay? Now we have, okay. So essentially, these cards are telling you to maybe take a risk on something new that might not feel so great at first. I mean, it could possibly be something you said you would never do. That's a possibility. But I'm kind of getting the feeling that some of you need to do something out of your comfort zone. That's what I feel like this has to do with. Doing something out of your comfort zone, okay? Trying something new that maybe didn't appeal to you before, but maybe it'll appeal to you now, because we have another card of high success and reaching a point of esteem and regard. Okay, so whatever it is, give it a try is what I would tell you. We've got great stability coming with that 9. Higher learning coming with the Hermit. So you're definitely maybe spending some time on inner work as well. Maybe you are carving out a space for yourself within your home where you can meditate. Gosh, is that a Freudian slip? Where you can meditate and work on yourself, okay? So let's see what else I can tell you. So essentially it looks like you're busy, starting something new, taking a chance on a new thing, but then you're going to take a little bit of time to just center yourself, ground yourself, probably or hopefully tune into your intuition, because maybe you're not sure about this new thing here. And since your intuition is high, you want to trust that, okay? So let's see what else I can tell you. Queen of Swords, very independent energy. The 8 of Swords, the 3 of Coins, and the Queen of Cups. So there's a lot of flowy energy here. Interesting, because here it looks mostly like fiery energy, right? There's that earthy, fiery energy, mostly fire, I would say, with action, but also earthy with work. And then here we have the flowy energy of the Queen of Swords, which is air, and the Queen of Cups, which is water. There's some emotional things happening. Let's look at this first. Okay. I feel like these are 2 people. One of them is you and one of them is another person, and you're kind of having a face-off here. Someone might be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and someone might be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And in between the two of you, we have someone who might be feeling stuck, stagnant, someone who might be feeling a lot of pain, emotional and mental pain. Closer to this Queen of Swords, someone who feels like maybe they have put in more of an effort, so it could be a relationship or a friendship. And then we've got this person who is coming in saying, well, I'm doing all the things, maybe I'm making the money, I'm working together. They're not quite seeing your point of view, or you're not quite seeing their point of view. And what we're getting here is essentially trust your intuition, which was our first card. So again, with this relationship that's having maybe communication problems, or maybe you feel like you're not putting in equal time and equal effort, to trust your intuition. Because if you don't, and if you reply very quickly, in the heat of the moment, you might say things you regret, and vice versa. Maybe that's why we have the Hermit card over here. Take some time before you reply. If it's actually like you're face to face and you're arguing face to face, maybe take some deep breaths, go within for a second, and then reply. Because I feel like what you don't want to do is reply quickly in the heat of the moment, because you're definitely getting very irritable, and even annoyed by this person, and probably vice versa, because you're just not communicating well this week. All right, group 3. I do have the 10 of Cups coming up last. This is all about joy. It's about family, friendships, getting together, kind of the spirit of the season you can see in this picture. So I do feel like that's the ultimate outcome for you two, but you're going to have to work at it and try to kind of bite your tongue if you feel like that's possible, because you don't want to escalate or further fuel some kind of a disagreement you're having. Okay, so now I want you to ask a yes or no question, and we're going to draw an Angel Answers card for you. If you need to pause the video, go ahead and do that. So your answer is, let's see, this one feels good to me. No, you gotta know. So that could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. Your answer is no, group 3. I hope this helps you to navigate through this week, and I will see you in the next Pick a Card. Have a great one. Bye. Hi everyone, I'd love it if you joined us on Patreon, where I do monthly live streams, and I upload Tarot 101 and 202 videos for you so that you can learn how to use the tarot. Bonus videos, chats, live stream readings, and more to come. Consider joining us on Patreon. Thanks so much. See you there.